Good evening, students.
Good evening,
evening.
Professor.
All right, my name is Professor Easton Phillips, and today I'm going to be teaching the three of you how to write a successful thesis statement. Now, a thesis statement is a wonderful tool. It's the stance that your entire paper should be based off of. And the great thing is, it usually opens an intro paragraph. However, it doesn't always have to open the paragraph. It can be at the end, it can be in the middle, just as long as it's in the intro somewhere. And the great thing about it is that the stance can vary from person to person. Yes, Connor?
Why does it vary?
Well, that's a very good question. You see, it's based on the details of the story. However, the details of the story can mean different things to different people reading it. So, I have an example for you. In this story, John has stolen Sarah's apple. She doesn't look happy about that. Now, can anyone tell me a reason why John might have stolen Sarah's apple? Zion.
Maybe John thinks that Sarah doesn't like apples.
Okay, that's a distinct possibility. Mark.
Maybe John thinks Sarah's apple is bad.
That's also, bad apples. That's a problem. Connor.
Maybe he's just mean and he likes taking people's apples.
Yeah. Well, three very different perspectives, and I have something shocking to tell you. They can all be correct, as long as they have the right support. So, let's take an example, sleep deprivation. If I were to say the following, sleep deprivation is a health issue and is very bad. As a thesis, would that be a good or a bad example?
That'd be bad.
Bad example.
Bad example. Okay, so why do you think that's a bad example?
They didn't give any proof.
Right, there's no proof, there's no evidence to support it, okay? You can just throw your opinion all over a paper, but if you don't support it, that's just what it is. Now, if I said something along the lines of, sleep deprivation is a major problem on college campuses. It can lead to very distant behavior, lack of focus, and long-term health problems in the future. Does that sound like a good thesis statement?
Yes.
Yeah.
All right, and that's because it had great evidence and great means of support. Now, any of you can make a thesis statement. It's not that hard. So let's try an example. Everybody knows SpongeBob, right? SpongeBob SquarePants
Of course.
lives in a pineapple under the sea. So let's write a thesis statement on why SpongeBob is so happy. Why do you think he's so happy, Zion?
I think he's so happy because he loves his job, he loves his friends, and he just loves what he does every day.
Mm-hmm. What about you, Mike?
SpongeBob is always happy because he goes on great adventures every day. He lives under the sea, and he meets so many people all the time to make him smile.
Right. There you go. What about you, Connor?
I think he's happy because he does what he wants and doesn't let anybody tell him different.
Okay. You have any proof of that? Any examples?
Well, he does leave Erickson Day with Patrick without asking Squidward if it's okay.
Mm-hmm.
He just does it anyways.
All right. Now, all three of those were fantastic thesis statements. And what made them fantastic was because they had very good evidence. You could put that anywhere in your opening paragraph, and it could be the basis for your entire paper. So thesis statements can be one sentence, or you can bump it up to two sentences. But they all have the same basic, structure. So, I have this rhyme for you that I hope it'll have you guys remember when you go off and go write papers. A thesis statement can never go wrong if your supporting evidence is strong. Let's say it together. A thesis statement can never go wrong if your supporting evidence is strong. One more. A thesis statement can never go wrong if your supporting evidence is strong. You guys think you can remember that?
Yes.
Yeah.
All right. Any questions?
No.
No.
All right.
Great job.
Class dismissed.